Hi, I am Alexandria Ingham from claireandjamie.com. How are you?
Hi.
Good. How are you?
Good. So let's jump in because we know barely anything about Claire's parents. So why did you decide to bring them into also the love story by Ellen and Brian? And how did you match all the canon together?
Um, well, in developing it, if you look at the Ellen and Brian story, the breadcrumbs from the book, I don't know that that would have extended out, multiple seasons on a show. Given that, in the book they elope and immediately and kind of move to Lollybrook. So I needed a way to extend the series, and it was fairly natural in the sense when you think about all as the years had gone by with Outlander, there's all these what some people might call coincidences, but on Outlander they feel magical and destined. So Claire time traveled. It seemed pretty obvious that at least one of her parents would have had the gene. So I pitched it to Meryl and I said, what if they didn't die in the car crash? What if they lived and what if they traveled through time? But more so, and here's I think the kicker is what if they were integral to, Jamie and Claire actually being together? And I think that's when it really started to swell, when we started to really, imagine this series. Because it feels like, to me, after reading all the books, that Jamie and Claire were fated in the stars. And we kind of play that a little bit as well. And so, if that's the case, then let's see how that fate played out before they were even born.
And I mean, you touched on the reason to bring in time travel. Um, at what point did you realize both parents had to have the gene?
Day one. Day one, they had to both go. I think that's the love story. We've already, Outlanders covered, Claire in one time and Frank in another time, and then, Claire in one time and Jamie in another time. So that's already been covered. And the interesting thing was, putting them in the same time period but ripping them apart. So
And also, I think it's so heartbreaking to think that they were or will be in Claire's time potentially, and then maybe she never saw them and never knew they were still living.
yeah, and also, I think I have children. When I leave them for a day, it hurts. So when imagine leaving your child and not being able to get back to your child, I think that's the devastating heartbreak for that couple. And I think a lot of parents who watch the show will feel that too.
There's a lot of real history that's pulled in, and I'll admit it was the real history that drew me into Outlander in the first place. So we're in like 1715-ish, the first Jacobite rebellion. How much research did you go back into doing into that first rebellion, considering we've already seen so much of the second?
Of course, we dig into the research all the time just for the, day to days of the characters, what they go through. But we start off in 1714 and we build towards the Jacobite Rising. I'm not going to tell you when it happens, but it will get there, and all the politics and the backstabbing. And what I really like about writing this particular show, and I think a lot of the writers do too, is that it's in Outlander, the family got along. They loved each other. They fought with each other against whatever came at them. And Blood is a little different in that you have rival clans, but you have rivals within your own clan. And that family dynamic and what family love looks like and family hate, and who can push your buttons more than the people who you've grown up with. So,
Well, thank you so much for your time. I cannot wait for everyone to see it because what I've seen is beautiful.
oh,
Oh, thank
thank you
you.
so much.
Thanks.